Major Shaitan Singh Bhati, PVC, was an Indian Army officer who was awarded Param Vir Chakra, the highest wartime gallantry medal, posthumously, for his leadership and courage during the Sino-Indian War of 1962. Background: Shaitan Singh Bhati was born on December 1, 1924 at Jodhpur in Rajasthan in a Rajput family. His father was Lt. Colonel Shaitan Singh Bhati. Military action: in the 1962 Sino-Indian War, the C Company of the 13th Kumar-owned Battalion, led by Shaitan Singh, held this crucial position at Rezangla, a pass on the southeastern approach to Chursul Valley in Ladakh, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, at a height of 5,000 meters. The company area was defended by 3 platoon positions, and the surrounding terrain isolated it from the rest of the battalion. The expected Chinese attack on Rezangla came on November 18 in the morning. It was the end of a very cold winter night, with light snow falling. The icy winds howling through Rezangla were biting and benumbing. More than the thin air and cold, the location of Rezangla had a more serious drawback. It was crested to Indian artillery because of an intervening feature, which meant that they had to make without the protective comfort of the big guns. In the dim light of the morning, the Chinese were seen advancing through nullahs to attack No. 7 and No. 8 platoon positions. The Indian Army troops fell on the prepared positions to face the Chinese offensive. At 5 o'clock, when the visibility improved, both platoons opened up on the advancing Chinese with rifles, light machine guns, grenades and mortars. Indian artillery could, however, not be used. The nullahs were littered with dead bodies. The survivors took position behind boulders and the dead bodies. The Chinese, though they failed the first frontal attack, were not discouraged. They subjected the Indian positions to intense artillery and mortar fire at about 5:40. Soon, about 350 Chinese troops commenced advance through the nullahs. This time, No. 9 platoon, which held fire till the enemy was within 90 meters, opened up with all weapons in the possession. Within minutes, the nullahs were again full of dead bodies, mainly of the Chinese. Unsuccessful in frontal attack, the enemy, approximately 400 strong, then attacked from the rear of the company position. They simultaneously opened intense medium machine gun fire on No. 8 platoon. This attack was contained at the barbed wire fencing of the post. The Chinese then resorted to heavy artillery and mortar shelling. An assault group of 120 Chinese also charged No. 7 platoon position from the rear. However, Indian Army 3-inch mortar killed many of them. When 20 survivors charged the post, about a dozen Kumar owners rushed out of the trenches to engage them in hand-to-hand combat. Meanwhile, the Chinese brought up fresh reinforcements. The encirclement of No. 7 platoon was now complete. The platoon, however, fought valiantly till there was no survivor. No. 8 platoon also fought bravely to the last round. Singh displayed exemplary leadership and courage in the Battle of Rezangla. By all accounts, he led his troops most admirably. Unmindful of his personal safety, he moved from one platoon post to another and encouraged his men to fight. While moving among the posts, he was seriously wounded by a sniping Chinese MMG, but he continued to fight along with his men. While he was being evacuated by 2 of his comrades, the Chinese brought heavy machine gun fire on them. Singh sensed danger to their lives and ordered them to leave him. They placed him behind a boulder on the slopes of a hill, where he died, still gripping his weapon. The Chinese announced a unilateral ceasefire on November 21, 1962. In this action, 109 Kumar owners out of a total of 123 were killed. Of the 14 survivors, 9 were severely injured. The Chinese suffered over 1,000 casualties. After the war was over, the body of Singh was found at the same place, dead from the bullet wound and the freezing cold. It was flown to Jodhpur and cremated with full military honors. Singh was awarded Param Vir Chakra, the highest wartime gallantry medal, posthumously, for his leadership and devotion to duty. Param Vir Chakra citation. The citation for the Param Vir Chakra awarded to him reads, citation Major Shaitan Singh 13 KUMAON. Major Shaitan Singh was commanding a company of an infantry battalion deployed at Razangla in the Chusal sector at a height of about 17,000 feet. The locality was isolated from the main defended sector and consisted of 5 platoon defended position. On the 18th of November 1962, the Chinese forces subjected the company position to heavy artillery, mortar and small arms fire and attacked it in overwhelming strength in several successive waves. Against heavy odds, our troops beat back successive waves of enemy attack. During the action, Major Shaitan Singh dominated the scene of operations and moved at great personal risk from one platoon post to another, sustaining the morale of his hard-pressed platoon posts. While doing so, he was seriously wounded but continued to encourage and lead his men, who, following his brave example, fought gallantly and inflicted heavy casualties on the enemy. For every man lost to us, the enemy lost 4 or 5. When Major Shaitan Singh fell disabled by wounds in his arms and abdomen, his men tried to evacuate him, but they came under heavy machine gun fire. Major Shaitan Singh then ordered his men to leave him to his fate in order to save the lives. Major Shaitan Singh's supreme courage, leadership and exemplary devotion to duty inspired his company to fight almost to the last man.